So we've been trying to figure out how to put this into perspective. Here's one of them. Let's jump ahead to the first day of spring this year. That's March 20th. That's when our average low is 50, average high is 75. Or what about the first day of summer? Average low 71, average high 91. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the average temperatures for the rest of the week. 63 to 83. You can do the numbers yourself. That would really place us more like a week in late April or May. But that's where we are. So patchy fog in the morning, the warmth, or as Anthony said, the heat holds. The next cold front not until after the last weekend in February. So here we are, approaching midnight, and temperatures in many areas no cooler than the middle 60s, and many spots still 70 to 72 degrees. This would be very typical of an evening really in mid to late May, which implies not only are the afternoon highs above average, but very moist environment. We talked about that. Caribbean moisture, not just around the Bahamas, but deep Caribbean warmth and moisture is pumping up our way. That's one of the reasons that unfortunately for our friends from the Arklatex all the way to southeastern Canada, they are and will be dealing with some pretty tragic flooding. It's going on now and probably will continue. Even places as far to the northwest as Chicago, for them to have flash flood warnings this evening as opposed to snow, pretty amazing. We're going to keep the moisture. But up above about 10,000 feet, the air is relatively dry. And what that means is, although we're going to have the morning clouds and then partly cloudy skies, and there'll be some isolated showers coming in on that tropical flow, I don't see any widespread shower activity until probably later Sunday or Monday. So if you have time, a day at the beach, even on the beach, despite the flow, pretty strong off the ocean out of the southeast at 15. Even at the beaches, look for a high tomorrow of 75, and the surf temperature continues to gradually clip up, now at 62 degrees. Back over land officially looking for a high of 83 degrees. For those of you along and west of Highway 301, you may again make it to 85 or 86 degrees. Here's a look at it. Yeah, you folks out toward the Suwannee, Live Oak, and Lake City, how about 87 degrees? In fact, some of the warmest locations in the nation, because South Florida will be cloudy, will probably be right here over north central Florida, not only for tomorrow, for the next several days. Again, this high pressure system, a little meteorology, not unusual to see a high sitting between us and Bermuda during the winter months, but typically above it is cold air, low pressure. This high extends up to about 30,000 feet, way more typical of a pattern in the middle of summer. These are the flooding intense rains, and they're just not going to move much. Eventually, though, that transition will make it here. We call that transition a cold front, and that's going to make it here with showers and thunderstorms. I'm not saying they're going to be flooding rains, but showers and thunderstorms will probably increase late Sunday into Monday, and then we begin to chill down, but just seasonably so.